think we're good here. Let's switch over to the video feed. Hello, what's going on? Welcome everybody to a special Tech Talk Thursdays. It's technically Thursday. And we're streaming a little bit early because it is the Xbox Developer Direct 2024. It is starting soon. And I guess I can get it up. Well, that was a terrible statement for me to make. But yeah, so it's like they are showing this little splash screen here. Okay, what's odd? I want to point out something. When you go to Xbox's stream on YouTube, there's nothing. Let me see. If I go to Twitch. Okay, so it's a lot of, you know what? I bet you that's where GameStop is pulling their feed from.
Yeah. Basically what I'm looking at is IGN's stream of it, and they got like a bit of a sizzle reel of things happening, or like, I don't know if they're like old, like, I don't know if this is like old stuff that they are like talking about again. I don't know. That's why mine isn't just like a blank screen. It was just them doing stuff. It was like Uncle Phil talking to other developers and stuff.
So it's weird. So okay, I think GameStop's YouTube is pulling from Microsoft's Twitch. Yet Microsoft's YouTube is not doing anything until 3. So I feel like they don't know how to set up a YouTube live stream.
Right.
Like, because our event's at 3. Well, good. You're not going live until 3. You can send us whatever you want, but this shit ain't happening until 3. I need to announce Avowed and Hellblade 2 dates. YouTube just going to hit the road running. That's what I guess. I guess.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. Do we get any audio from the?
That's why I do like all my like reactions and coverage through YouTube as opposed to like Twitch. Because they like I say again, they hit the ground running. They be like,
I don't know, when I start my stream, when I was doing the multi-stream stuff for the show a few weeks ago, I was able to start at the same time as I did on Twitch. I don't understand why that's difficult. Like, don't schedule a YouTube event. Stop doing it. Also, I hate when people do that. Because when I feel like I'm entitled. I can download YouTube videos because I pay for YouTube Premium. But when I download YouTube videos, it's not. I ain't mean it like that, Kev. I saw you rolling my eyes. I ain't mean it like that. I was just setting a precedent. Like, look, I am legally downloading my videos. Just I'm going about it a different way. How in the way that I'm going about it does not tend to work when you schedule YouTube videos. Because in my RSS feed, the video shows up saying, hey, they posted a video. I go to try to download it. Oh, this video isn't available for like 24 hours. What do you mean? Let me stop. Just stop. And it's like, sometimes it's not even for live streams. It's like pre-recorded video. It's just that they want to make it live at it. They want it to premiere at a certain time. No. You go put that on YouTube now. You got time to wait. Look how you try to roll your eyes. Oh my head, this nigga go again. It's like, that's not what I meant.
All right.
It's not what I meant. What's going on, Lucy? Yes, right. Okay, so let's set some expectations as Microsoft has already done. There's nothing on the stream from Activision Blizzard. Mainly because, and I put in an article for this thing, that it's probably because this video was created before things closed.
Yeah.
This was in post-production around that time. Oh shit, you would have actually been left alone because apparently this Elder Scrolls stream was happening on a different channel.
It's like,
Diogen, that's them typing on, like, doing the typing on the screen for these little messages that pop up. So yeah, no ABK stuff this time. Also, reports have been coming in saying that there is not going to be a surprise shop either. So no Hi-Fi Rush. But I mean, it was kind of funny where I read that from, and they're not Jeff Grubb. I didn't hear Jeff Grubb say it, but then also I'm like 5 months behind on any Jeff Grubb content that I have, so.
Like I said, I feel like ABK is probably gonna be like June at best.
I mean, well, yeah, because the next Call of Duty got come out.
Yeah. So like I say, I don't think they're gonna break out any ABK stuff around like now. When the eyeballs are gonna be more concentrated and focused on like May, June kind of.
Right.
It's not gonna be like no like surprise. Oh, it's gonna drop in March. Something's gonna drop in March.
Yeah, not this time around.
Yeah, no, between Feb and April, May, it's full. We are in the calm before the storm, and then everything's gonna be like.
I think we'll start hearing stuff when shit shows up in Game Pass.
Yeah.
Diver says, let me pop a pizza in the oven for this. I had pizza for lunch. It was delicious. Oh shit, I forgot to change my shirt. Damn. I'm so wearing my pajama shirt.
Peeks out the cave. Hello.
What's going on, Merge? Did you get
Merge?
Well, I hope you did get my message about that Twitch encoder joint. So Lucid asks, and I'm going to try to combine both of the messages he put in here. So how much longer till Xbox pulls a Sega and just abandons hardware to become a publisher? A person thinks studios should announce games no more than 6 months out from release. If a game is coming in 2025, don't tell me now because it's not useful. So to the second part, yes, true. Please stop. Because I'm tired of trying to, or I need to remember that they talked about this game, because I won't. But to your question, it will be interesting to see Microsoft move out of hardware. I mean, seeing that they've proclaimed that they are number 3 in the hardware race, I really think they said that just to get ABK.
Yeah, they just downplayed it.
I don't know. I could see it. I could see Microsoft going back to a software and services company, and would not be mad at that at all. I saw that this morning. Was set up Notion and all that today. Cool. Yeah. So about that, what Virgin and I talking about, there, NVIDIA, well, during CES last week or the week before, I can't remember. It's been so long. NVIDIA announced. Oh shit. Oh wait, there's another tab open.
Yeah.
That was the YouTube joint as it was going live.
Yeah, the YouTube's doing the countdown. Yeah, I'm getting it now.
Twitch and NVIDIA had announced a better encoder for streaming, and I signed up for that beta, but I don't understand it as much as Merge would. So I said, hey, Merge, can you take a look at that for me so you can explain it better? I would like to play with AV1, but I don't have an AV1 card, which makes me sad. Direct from the devs! It's kind of weird that somebody at Bethesda or ZeniMax was wearing a rainbow shirt after they did that trans employee dirty. Who has a 4080? I don't have a 4080.
Money. You got 4080 money? I ain't got 4080 money.
Shit, I barely had the 3080 Ti money 2 years ago. They should just make an operating system that makes it easy for people to play games. They could even release dedicated hardware so users don't have to build out. Yeah, that I would see that. I would like to see that. Like Xbox OS or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Be like somebody else making it, and then we just like the software that runs it kind of situation.
Yeah.
Like what used to be like the Steam machines back.
Or Steam OS.
Yeah.
Even though I did read that ANEO device that's running Steam OS is not running an official build of it.
No, probably like what's it called, Chimera OS.
No, they said it was Steam OS, not Chimera. They said Steam OS.
Mm-hmm. And they were like, well, see, actually, and Gaben's like, are you sure about that? Well, it's like Steam OS. Oh, okay.
Where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual
okay, Avowed,
and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds.
Give this a try.
Games, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity. And Avowed is no different. We set out to blend the believable and
New Vegas
to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world.
Why say that?
And when it comes to encounters,
there's nothing wrong with what she said. It just
moment-to-moment
why say it?
Comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice.
I'm laughing at the fact that Avowed was supposed to be like Obsidian's rendition of Elder Scroll, and now they're both owned by the company that is making Elder Scrolls and the non-Elder Scrolls stuff. They're making Fallout and the Outer Worlds.
For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and
that will never not be funny to me.
Advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking.
You're
making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries.
Let's just say it's not Unreal Engine 5.
And special attacks.
No, it's not Unreal Engine. It's not Unreal 5.
Combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage.
Because I've been looking at the Smite 2 with Unreal 5, and I'm telling you,
the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies.
If you want to know what my favorite Unreal Engine 5 game is, you should check out the hands-on for Tekken 8.
Difficult. And others, you must make sure you
or at least the demo,
or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different
funny enough, it's Fortnite.
We provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield
does run
and charge
Unreal
in
Engine
battle.
5.
Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage. You could use your enchanted wand to freeze.
Oh, you had me at pistols. You had me at pistols.
I'm just saying, look. Immortals of Avium did not do great trying to make a first-person magic game, like a magical Call of Duty. Let's not fall back into those same mistakes.
Their envoy in the world
right.
of the living lands,
because it's them you going like.
Some question about will have to make difficult decisions.
Merge says this looks like they were going to release for VR and then said never mind.
Encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore.
Was Avowed announced before the acquisition?
As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen
soldiers. Then I can see that.
And as you
explore, I can see that because they just could have put it anywhere.
Yeah, but see, that's the funny part of it, because like Avowed and like the Outer Worlds were all like Obsidian's renditions of game A and game B, right? And then now it's like, so now they're like they're now owned under the same umbrella as the people that they made their own game versions of the games for. And that's never not funny to me.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We
Is
embrace
Obsidian not ZeniMax?
and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
Yeah.
My squad and I rested in the cave.
Maybe ZeniMax just didn't give a shit.
We were sleeping. We were ambushed by those miserable Zorops.
Because I feel like that would have been something they would have avoided.
It was so dark.
because it's like you have like you basically have
I can't
like
face those monsters alone.
it's like
But I have to know
wouldn't that not
what
be
else
like
made it.
cannibalizing
Of course it
sales of like
Sergeant
an
Asante
Elder
never
Scrolls
has
by
involved
making
people.
their own version of it?
So what did he tell you?
Okay,
That
okay,
after
I'm mad
Maruki
at
was
this
sick?
weird
That I was
white
paranoid? That I was a
demon-looking
dumb
thing
baby?
is rocking the Killmonger.
I heard it all often and loudly.
Mhm.
Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui,
I don't know what's worse.
What
White
happened?
people with
At the
dreads
end of the quest,
or
you
white
have
people
a
with the
choice.
Killmonger.
When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you,
But he also
can hand
seems to
over the
have shark
badges
teeth.
and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Third Born.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted Avowed setting
I wonder
to
if I could
feel
sit there
rich,
and
weird, and
do these
wonderful.
interviews like
We
this
found inspiration in a
and not be
wide
distracted
swath
by moving
of real-world
cameras.
cultures, helping us create a unique RPG experience.
Hmm.
By contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or
Like-
versus
Like there's
spaces with
two
simply
cameras
ones,
in there and
we
one
can
of them
better
is
deliver
moving. It's
complex
like, wait,
emotional
what are you doing?
experiences for our
Why are y'all
players.
doing these things?
Yeah, you have A or B shot, or did somebody just say like, we're gonna be filming, guys, just act natural, you know, but then also don't look directly in the camera,
Each
like,
of those regions itself is a conflux
because you
of
see
storied
like the
landscapes.
two dudes in the back playing
All of the
cards, and
regions
I'm
have
like,
a lot of
what card
special
game you
things
playing?
associated with them.
Glenn.
But I have a deep place in my heart for
Is it
Shatterscarp.
Dose? What is this?
As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might
There was
notice
a
off in the
beer keg in
distance
there
a
somewhere.
vibrant jewel of color.
But I wouldn't
By
put it past it.
transitioning from destitute, muted tones
I wouldn't.
of
Oh,
a
good point.
wasteland of
That
sand
is a great
and
point. They are
marching in
probably
towards
reading off of a
beautiful
teleprompter.
oasis. There's
Yeah.
the opportunity
I keep
there for
forgetting that
life,
those exist for regular
adventure,
people too.
and even a little
Yeah.
danger.
I keep seeing ads for
Hope
them
you've
on
enjoyed
TikTok.
this look at Avowed.
Yeah.
We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
This fall?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it looks like it's done.
I'll give it a try. But yeah, you are right. This is definitely looking like it's a VR game.
Oh, that does not look great. Why that? That was an interesting image to look at. Like, if I saw that, I'm like, no, just no. Like, what happened to them? Why do they look like this?
But why though?
Oh, great. Now you're going to try to creep me out with all the weird audio and shit.
Oh, here we go, Ninja Theory.
And whisper in my ear and shit.
Strap in.
The Ninja House.
Hi, I'm Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable
Don.
journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation.
Like them hands
with a
around
shorter,
her face.
Exactly.
Like
Like,
experience
this,
that focuses
nah,
on the
dog.
things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about.
We
too.
have all the pixels in the world, yet this is what we choose to do with them? Have we learned nothing from Scorn?
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop
No.
the Vikings who raided her village.
Like I'm not. Obviously, I'm not going to play it.
Changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade.
I feel like if somebody gave me a
She's made
choice
peace
between
with
this
her
and Scorn,
past
I would
is
still
no
play
longer
this
in
one
such
though.
fear of her visions and voices.
Yeah,
While
I'd
the
probably
Furies
play it.
are still her constant
Scorn just looks
companions,
nasty, man.
she encounters new
Yeah,
people
everything.
along the way. Some of which will value her unique
How much you want to bet
perspective,
people,
and
like
others
white
who
folks
will
gonna look at
reject
this?
it.
See, white people have braids too.
This settlement
But, but they had braids. They didn't have
became my
dreads.
tribe. In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework
up to
and then
a
building
point?
more surreal elements.
She's gonna
on
jump
top.
into an animus.
Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel.
You start bringing your magic and zombies. You've left realism
One of our key
behind.
goals was the ability to actually tell a
But
story throughout
we
it.
know black people, so it's real enough for some.
It does feel very different from the first
Yeah.
game, but it's
It's
very
the
brutal
equivalent
and
of
very
like,
invested.
yes, you're going through,
Senua isn't a
you know,
superhero. She's
monster
fighting for survival, and we want the
infested
player
and
to
dealing
feel
with
her
giants,
struggle
but then
in
you
every
also are
step of
going
her
with
journey.
your own personal
We
demons.
want the player to always
And
feel
literal
like
demons.
They just scraped through, just
And-
survived it.
The distinct lack of black people.
Mel knows
Yeah.
Senua
'Cause they could never
better
go
than
that far
anyone, better
north.
than I do.
Yeah, I
Her
don't think.
instincts are
Yeah, I don't think.
amazing,
I don't think black
and
people need to be in
she
the midst of
really
this.
doesn't leave much hope for me.
You know, yeah, we're good.
Stage,
We're
our
good
main
on
focus
this.
is story.
We're good. We're
Yeah.
I
good.
get to watch
Y'all can have this
see all the
shit.
beautiful expressions on their faces.
Y'all can
I
have
can
this
say-
bullshit.
And then I have
Look,
to
look,
wait
I
for a
love a
while,
good.
and then I
Like,
get
don't
to
get me
see
wrong.
them
I love me a
again
good
in
representation,
game, in
and yet,
costume,
nah, I'm
Wow!
good.
and
Wow!
everything. It's a
Diogen.
great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is
Wow.
unified in achieving a deep level
At
of
least,
immersion
trust.
that
At
helps
least.
suspend your disbelief and
Now,
pull you
now
into
look at
Senua's
this.
story.
Hello, Anki.
We were
Uncle,
lucky
what
enough
did
to
you
do a
write
few
in the
reference gathering
Discord
trips
server?
to
I don't
Iceland.
understand what
You
that
have to be
means.
there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible. And you see a scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like, yeah, that works. That's amazing.
Yes, what does that mean?
Senua experiences reality.
It threw Major off.
This manifesting the voices he hears.
Oh, I thought that's what it meant, but
These
still,
voices come
just
to
didn't want to
life through
assume.
binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion,
Girl down.
Binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
Yes, let's make the intrusive thoughts audible
Music is a strange language in the sense that
and
it speaks to our
as
emotions
as
fast
distinct
and deep.
and
It's not only
technologically
about
advanced as
quality, It's
possible.
about personality. So when you listen,
You
to
are
Henry,
nothing. I know.
you know
Stop
it's
telling me.
What did you do? What did you do? What is happening?
on the music we are working
What
on
do you
value,
mean?
Which for me is a
I don't need that
shouting
level
out
of this.
loud.
I really admire that.
Yeah, I don't need none of this in my. I don't need none of this.
We
Mm-mm.
feel their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music. It really connects with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of
Oh yeah, my
music.
man was banging them drums.
See, look at
It's
this.
a very immersive
What?
and a very
Nah, see,
special and unique
the fact that
experience.
they're not having people act around a microphone to fuck you up with them internal audio.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory
yeah.
is to
Oh,
craft
do you see that? Did you see that scene when the white women were like talking around the corner like?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was like, nope, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that.
I know what those mics are.
For our players.
Nope, I don't want none of this.
Why people stop fucking with me?
Relate to what she's going through. Maybe they know someone that relates to that character, and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound.
I'm putting them through trauma.
In a way, I'm similar, right? She exists and
Talk about. I know they may not. Like I said, I want them to understand the character, but even if they don't, I want them to at least relate to somebody who else is going through that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, no, what?
So that makes it real.
Get thee behind me, say that!
Care and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to
I don't
play,
know. I don't often know people who are going through psychosis and also fighting literal demons. I don't.
Through to our action
What?
set piece, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle
I
solving.
swear, y'all just thinking the
Everything is
weirdest
crafted
shit
in
is so
service
fucking
of
cool,
Senua's
man.
journey, a journey
Y'all
that
just
you
be
can
saying.
embark
Y'all
on.
just be saying the words because you think the words have. You know. You're saying the words because you think the words are so profound, and it's just like no. Oh, May, awesome, cool.
But yes, I would still play this over damn score.
I mean, yeah, but yeah, it's a no for me, dog. I'm gonna let y'all have
Oh
that.
shit, I really thought my computer was doing something.
Oh, okay. I see that's a notification.
Right, see, this is like, oh shit, what the? Oh, this ain't me.
Somebody's sliding in. Oh, it's Square. Square got.
You know, I'm happy that now I am further ahead of Kev.
Yeah, because I am. Yeah.
Yeah, before, like, we were watching the Game Awards, you kept spoiling shit for me.
My name is Masaru
Yeah.
Yamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix.
Oh, this you, ain't you a Mana
聖剣伝
person?
説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち
Mana
早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて大変光栄です。
Oh, is this coming to Game
対象
Pass?
としては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、
Yep. Keep it a band the buck with you. Xbox has not done well in Japan through no like what's the word I'm thinking about? Through no fault of like companies like a Square Enix. Because it's like we're not gonna put Final Fantasy on the game, but we'll definitely put Mana.
Yeah, you had this one. Y'all can have Dragon Quest and y'all can have Secrets of Mana.
Yeah.
I mean, but wait, Final Fantasy was on Game Pass.
I mean, they were on Game Passes before. It's like they've now like that's what's come to it, but they've like they're coming to like putting games onto like Xbox now. Slowly but surely.
Also, they did not give a exact date for Avowed. They just said fall 2024.
Yeah.
I am so happy.
Oh, my man got that shit on though.
In the Mana series to Xbox players.
Ain't that what the X people from Kingdom Hearts?
No, this Mana series.
No, I'm saying him. Like one of the the 13.
Like dude in the black?
Yes.
Mana series.
No, what I'm saying, he's dressed like the people in that 13 or Organization 13. Like his name is Xehanort or something.
Xehanort.
I don't know. I've said that I've wanted to play through the Kingdom Hearts series, but was told I was an idiot for wanting that.
See, no.
But
So you think you want that, but you don't want that. 'cause
Yeah,
you don't
I've
really
looked.
play
I've
through it.
looked at it. I've looked at it. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't. Just
like, yeah.
This seems like a clusterfuck. This seems like a game that's not real.
Oh, it's real, and the people who love it, and it's like it's that thing. Like the girls who get it. The ones that don't, and it's like you're not gonna get it.
Look, I'm glad Kingdom Hearts exists so that when people leave me alone about Metal Gear.
Yes.
Because I can argue, I understand the story of Metal Gear. People are like, no, you don't. Like, yes, I do. I swear I do. But you can't tell me shit about fucking Kingdom Hearts.
Right. It's nuts, but it's in its own coherent way. It's crazy in its own coherent way, and I do respect it.
アルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながら
Yeah, when
ラフデ
Kingdom
ザ
Hearts
インを書き
4
起こし
gets
ま
closer
した
to release, I can't wait to watch the GameStop
デザイナーにも
timeline of Kingdom Hearts just to see somebody try.
丸まった時のイメージなど、ゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重
I think I
ねてい
actually
き、
watched
ピックルは
one
誕
on
生しました。
YouTube, like somebody else made one, and it's like, this does not make sense. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Was it by a dude named Barry? Because I think I watched the same.
I don't even know. This was like a year or two ago. It's like 2 of the games are on mobile phones that never came out in the US. One was a browser game, and all of them are canon.
Yep. Not to mention the DS and the DS and the 3DS games.
Well, I mean, those were widely available. I'm talking about just the ones that you wouldn't know existed unless somebody pointed to you or pointed them at you, or you just lived in the country that they were in. None of that shit came to the US.
探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。今作はアクション RPG
I didn't notice
聖剣伝
anything
説の
about the
アクション部分
background
が
at
強化さ
all,
れています。
but okay.
空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。そして、本作ならではの
I'm not a fan of sky juggling.
聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、
It's like you knock some in the air and you jump in the air and slice it.
I
And
love it because it keeps them from attacking me. That was the best thing about Final Fantasy 13. So I'm gonna shoot your ass in the air because motherfucker, you do one hit deaths. Just stay up there, don't come down.
Mhm.
オリジナルモンスターやピックルにも注目してほしいのですが、
Look at this motherfucker. He look like he ready to rule the heartless.
聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう、小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、
$1,200.
発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初め
Wait,
て
Uncle, did you say this dude look like an anime
お届け
character?
する本作聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは今後もさまざまな情報をお届けしていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられ
It's
ない
giving
冒険を
it's giving like Yakuza Patriarch.
今から待ちきれません。
Yeah,
I'm just waiting.
yeah.
I'm just waiting for like the screen to go black and like the screen to go gray, and then all of a sudden the red letters be like Itachi, like patriarch of the
No,
family.
I'm waiting for that.
Tojo clan.
I'm waiting for that bass guitar riff to hit because Kiryu just walked in the screen, just walked on the scene.
It'll be like, it's like, going to take out the Omi Alliance. Oh, it didn't. It's not coming to Game Pass, but it is coming to Xbox. Now, what is this?
Hello.
Oh, this is
Welcome
that
to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013
that new Civ
with our
game.
decades of personal experience
Okay.
building some of the most beloved
You got my
like
interest.
Civilization 5.
New Civ game, you
Oh,
say?
yeah, not Civ, but
all love.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Aura History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Wait, what happened at ANT?
Aura is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers.
Oh, I've heard of this.
All
I've
the
heard of
type
this.
gameplay
Yeah.
fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world,
Yeah.
expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage.
But see, I have
Shaka
a
Zulu.
More of the same.
I have a feeling I'm gonna bounce
With
off of this,
Aura, we
going
wanted
right back
to
to
challenge
Civ
some of the
5.
preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern,
Even how I'm feeling about
empowering, and
colonialization
truly
right now,
compelling
I
and
can't even get
approachable
through
way.
it. I can't get through a sitting in Civ
example,
5,
we
bro.
have
Like,
over
yeah, I don't want to play
100
this
instruments on display
anymore.
in the office, which are all
Yeah, you cutting
things
out
that
a
we
little bit from
purchased
the
in
Major.
order to add to the soundtrack.
Oh, I was saying
and
that
expand the game and make it really good.
damn, that's kind of fucked up, bro.
Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement.
Pops up.
It's been an amazing
I was
process
like, wait,
to
why-
see
why
from
we
concept to
doing this?
completion.
The
We
heat went out.
started small,
Oh
building a
shit,
robust
bro.
game engine, questioning our design
Damn.
assumptions and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first
That's
place.
fucked up.
The end result is Aura, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living world.
Nah, but what you say
where
earlier,
can
Mitch?
rule how you want to rule and chart your own
I said I'm
path
gonna
to
play
becoming the
this
most
and then
prestigious
bounce off
nation on
real
the
quick.
planet.
For Aura,
Go back
we
to
knew
Civ
we needed
5.
deep systems with outcomes
But
that
even
encourage
then, I haven't been able to get
exploration
through a
and
game of
give
Civ
players
5
the
in a
power to
long time
experiment and
because
make
of how I've been
meaningful
feeling about
strategic choices
colonialization.
while still having agency
Yeah.
over their
It's like,
playstyle.
this just
We also
feels
wanted
wrong
to
playing
explore more
Civ.
in different parts of
Yeah.
history and give players from around the
Like,
world the chance to
I
see the
played.
game
I think it was like
reflect their unique
I
perspective,
think we
and not
came
just
to the
ours.
consensus of like Humankind.
And finally,
We
knew
both
that for
played
players to
Humankind
feel
and we're like,
impacted
Major,
by
I
their
feel
decisions,
like
they
this
would
makes
need
me
to
want to
see
just
their
play
choices
Civ again.
Yeah.
reflected in the game world itself. Not
It's
just
like-
two numbers on a menu.
It's one
One of
thing
the
when
first
they were like,
differences you'll
you know,
see when you
your
dive into
favorite
Aura
Civ
is
is
what
the
we
first
call
one
the
you
living
started
world.
out with.
It's a
But now it's
procedurally
like
generated
your
alternate
favorite
Earth.
Civ type game
Bursting
is the
with
one
life.
you started out with, so it's
Intuitive,
always just
authentic,
Civ.
and immersive space.
Yeah.
A blank canvas for players to
It's
paint the
it's like
story of their
it's just
dreams.
Civ.
The
Like
living world isn't just a map.
I mean, it's
It
like you look,
reflects
you
the
tried.
choices
I'm
players make over
I'm
the
proud
course
of
the
you.
game.
I'm happy for
They can
you.
see everything from
but-
the settling of the wilderness
Yeah.
to cultural
Civ.
influence on architecture over time.
And I mean, I'm
to the
playing. Like I mean, I
thousands of
played
citizens
Civ
living
since
their lives
3.
and reacting to the changes.
2 and
We
4
want
was
players
the
to feel like
not
they're
4.
truly occupying the world,
Yeah,
leading their
played
people
Civ
as
through
they thrive
3.
and grow.
Dabbled with 4. 5 was what that took hold, and then 6 was just like the
No
problem.
feature
Like
better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
To win a game of Aura, players will compete with their
Yeah,
rivals
see, this
to build the
just
most
seems
influential,
overly
impressive,
complicated.
and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The
Oh, do
prestige
I not?
system
And
gives
can I
players
just
the
play
chance
this
to
like
decide
Civ
what kind
and
of
just not
leader they
care
want
about
to
that?
be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture?
sure,
Military
I'm sure. Like there's definitely going to be
Science
different.
advancement.
There was
The
something about
choice is
Arya
theirs.
that just did not get
In Aura,
me.
there are no set victory conditions.
Or something
Players
about
get to
Humankind that
decide
just
what is most
didn't get
important to
me.
them and focus and prioritize on those
I'm
goals while still
What's
being able
up? See
to
how
win
you
the game.
doing?
Personally, when
Have
I
they showed
play
anything
Aura,
good
I
so
like to build
far?
triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and
For
architectural
me,
achievements
not
from throughout
really.
human history.
Same.
Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation
So
that
wonders.
constructs them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another aspect of Aura that I'm personally excited about is our crafting system.
And again, I know you can't name it wonders, but this is
generally
wonders.
won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things,
Crafting system?
turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome.
Crafting
reward,
system?
something like an important improvement or triumph.
Yeah, that's not-
changes
that's
the
not helping.
challenge that exists in Aura compared to other 4X games.
Crafting plays
I'm
out
totally
in Aura
down with
at a
something
national
that's more
scale,
complex than
with players
Civ, but
honing
still
and
relatively
combining the natural
approachable.
resources they harvest into all manner of goods and components.
I mean, look, I'm
Those are the
willing to give it a
foundations
try.
of everything.
Like, it may be just because they're
Yeah,
like
oh,
info
yeah, yeah, yeah.
dumping this information to me.
And even
Yeah.
That's making it seem like it's overwhelming. And if I were to play it, okay, I get it.
I think if I'd have seen more targeted but more spread out videos on it, like how Civ Skylines 2 had the little video breakdowns, like, basically let's talk about these systems, let's talk about those systems, let's talk about these mechanics, and then that way it was easy for me to figure out how the game worked before I was able to play it.
And strategically plan for a variety of
And I feel like,
in the moment.
they're just like, this is really like showcasing gameplay, which is something we didn't see a lot. But it's like, yeah, we got to dump every bit of our systems down.
Stay engaged.
Yeah, I
rather than
still
having
would
those
have,
periods of
even though those City Skyline videos didn't really do it much for me.
It's not easy.
It's still like, all
sifting
right, I need to
through
sit
all of
down
history and picking what to include.
and
For
just
Aura,
try
we wanted
it,
to
and then
offer a
maybe
fresh
look up the
perspective.
things I
So we
want
looked
to
at
do
cultures and societies
after
that with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really
Because that was also my thing
leaders
was
are so often seen as military personnel.
I'm always like, I'm gonna play a game, I'm gonna love on a game, I'm gonna enjoy a game, but then I'm like, all right,
scientific and cultural
this is starting to get a little
prodigies, and many
complex. Let me figure out these systems. Let me go watch a few tutorials to figure out how to definitely properly use these systems. And I'm not doing that if the game is good.
Roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Aura for, you.
Building the game alongside real players has given
There
us
is no
incredible
way.
player
There is
feedback.
no way I would have a hammock under my desk. There was no way.
Connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite
Nope.
examples
That's what I'm standing
is when we
desk
first
for, man.
introduced the concept of dangerous
Yeah.
wildlife to the game.
But
It
no,
turns out, in our first iteration,
like I'm not
maybe
putting a
a
hammock
little
under
bit
my
too
desk. I'm
aggressive
putting a mat under my desk. If I'm sleeping under my desk, I'm going to be sleeping so comfortably.
Cougars, I hate cougars!
Someone get these feline demons away from me. I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
Cougars.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience.
I'd shout cougars
like no
before a
other.
completely different reason.
And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the
Y'all
launch
wanna
of
know
Aura
what
is only the beginning.
Guy just
We're
says
going to
hammock
maintain
under the
our
desk so you
insider
can
program
sleep during
after the release
crunch.
date
I
and
want to
continue
know
to listen to
what the
players
state
and
of
support the
crunch
game into the
is
future.
now.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today.
Also, like it makes me
We
wonder,
can't
like,
wait for
all
you
right,
to
if
play
we're sitting there
Aura
having
and
so many
create your own
layoffs
history.
in so many development studios, why the hell was everybody crunching?
Right.
Y'all had so many people that you gotta fire them,
Right.
but y'all couldn't help but crunch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got a little less than half an hour. There's got to be somebody else here. Oh, okay, never mind. We're just gonna go right into. So there must be something bigger than indie in this showcase.
I'm telling you, if indie is nowhere near like an Uncharted,
It has to be though, right?
It has to be.
That's what all this shit was based on.
Right. It's like anything less of like a clone of like Uncharted. What's even the point?
It's one of the most iconic franchises in pop culture.
If it's first person, why?
Damn it, Merge bringing in the logic.
Don't bring up Skull. Do not bring up. Oh, thank you. Whew, okay. They would name. No, they were naming the movies, and I was like, "Don't you bring up Skull? Don't you bring up Skull?"
It's coming later. Although you see they have to show off the little game award over there in the corner.
Indiana Jones game.
I mean, they got to, yeah.
I'd had this idea.
See, look,
for what
look,
it would
we
be
won
like,
one.
the
It's right
story,
here. Yeah.
what Indy was going after, what period of his life.
Boo, Todd.
Why are we booing Todd?
And
because he's Todd. Boo.
Studio in the world to make
Boo this man.
My friends at Machine
But why?
I can remember
because he is
Lucasfilm
Todd.
on the game and
Boo.
being a little bit nervous.
He's the reason why.
Look, it's
Oh, shit.
Indiana
Damn.
Jones,
Thanks,
and
Anka.
Their response was just overwhelmingly
I forgot the
positive,
art.
and just that excitement has bled through the whole
And
project,
76
they have just
and
been
horse
so
armor.
and
Boo.
supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time.
And
I've been a fan
5011
of this my whole
Skyrim
life.
remakes.
Todd
Boo.
is here. Todd lied about
And-
Starfield.
and Fun Bugs. And 76.
And he said it's not our game, it's you, the players, doing your role. Again, I don't know. I've had fun with Starfield.
And he told people to get better PCs.
Okay, that one was unnecessary.
You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning.
Yeah, he's not punching enough Nazis in this scene.
I feel like he's gonna punch him.
I don't know. He looks like he's in the sand.
Yeah, you find a way.
Oh shit, Oh wait, I forgot. Indiana Jones is literally Harrison Ford. Never mind.
I mean, yes.
I forgot for a second. I was about to lose my shit.
Oh, no,
it's Harrison Ford.
It was a headbutt.
Myths.
Okay. Come on. Boo. Ah, first person. God's sake.
Thousands of years of
I mean, but when has Machine Games made a third person game?
scattered and buried.
God.
Huh?
That's not Tony Todd.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
It's really weird seeing young Harrison Ford in a video game in 2023.
Throughout history,
Hammer in the back. Ka-whip. Okay, Wilhelm screams.
If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
Oh, so we're gonna get like a voice actor. I mean,
there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's punch some Nazis, motherfucker. Let's go.
Trust me.
Okay, yeah.
You know
I'm
what?
gonna.
I'm buying this game just for the Nazi punching.
Dude, you're
Don't
not,
even give me a gun. I'm just gonna use my fists, motherfucker. Let's go.
Fists? I'm gonna use a whip, man.
No, I want to punch them. No weapons, baby. So Diogen thinks it's an AI voice, and I am kind of concerned that it might be too.
Yeah, I'm concerned about it too. Yeah, but even though they could find the, look-alike.
Didn't people predict that was the name of the game?
The Great Circle.
Yeah. Oh, this game still looks like it may need some work though. That cutscene did not look great.
Yeah, it's gonna need another pass.
Jones
Yeah.
is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people.
Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories.
Bummed.
Most
I'm
of us
bummed
grew up
this
with
first
his adventures
person.
and have been fans of the movies and the character for years.
Cutscene
He's a
wasn't
brilliant
cutting.
archaeologist. He's a charismatic everyman. He's
The
passionate.
cutscene wasn't scening.
And for us, he's synonymous.
The cut was not scening.
Now
Yep.
we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting
But
you
why in
Indy's
first
shoes,
person,
letting
though?
you see and feel what he
Please.
sees.
Like Lara Croft
For us at
nor
Machine Games, we
Uncharted
do that
were
best
first
with
person.
It's the
No.
ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and
Harrison
interactive
Ford is
world
famous for
we've
not
built.
wanting anything more to do
We
with
believe
Indiana
that being
Jones or
up
Star
close
Wars.
and
I bet he
personal
licenses
to
his voice at the
adventure
first
is key,
opportunity.
making each action feel like your own.
I would not put it
I'm
past.
about to scream that on the internet. Why is the Indiana Jones game not in third person?
Maybe because it couldn't afford to have Harrison Ford's face being shown for longer than it was in cutscenes.
But he still gets that check. The check is there.
But imagine how much bigger it would be if it was on screen constantly.
We pull the camera back for a third-person view.
Wait,
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
she said something
When
about
our
like,
game begins,
is it just for
Indiana's working
climbing?
at Marshall College.
It's just for other sections.
So
So again,
Confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail,
Yeah, that's
Indiana
Tony Todd.
goes to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings
Coming
of
to
a
Apple
mystery,
Vision Pro
and it all
2026.
unravels until he has no choice
So we're gonna get a full breakdown of the game.
There we go. You've tuned into status where I'm playing game.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop.
Maybe that's why this is the last one they're going to cover.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making.
Are those earrings or like
He wasn't using his wits to
earbuds?
get through the situation.
Oh no, those are earrings.
The most
It was so
authentic
thick.
Indiana Jones experience we can make.
Yeah,
is
those are
the one that
gauges.
Makes you think first.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun and, to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
Like
Always
punching
want to
a
offer more
Nazi.
solutions, whether it's trying a different path
Or
through
whip.
the environment to get around and
Punch.
observing enemy patrols
Uncharted.
and using
I'm
them
gonna
to
whip
your
him, man.
advantage, or using
Look,
the tools
those
at your
weren't
disposal.
zombie. I mean Nazis though.
It's an amazing global adventure.
I don't care if you use a gun in Uncharted. Nah, there's just Nazis in this game. I want to punch every single last one.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I want to use the whip.
Take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai.
I'm not Indiana Jones. I'm not whipping, and I'm not.
We look carefully at each location.
I don't know.
And the time
Andy seems
period
like a
the game
punching
set
kind of
in,
guy to
and
me.
we're
I'm just
trying to
saying.
make it as
I mean, he is a punching kind of guy, but he's also a whipping kind of guy. That's also his style.
I don't know. As a black person, somebody who whips really good is not somebody I want to be around.
Adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music.
I love ears, but I don't want my ears to look like them.
And we're really
What
lucky
you
to
do?
have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence.
He's
with his
also
score for
someone
The
who
Great
shoots first. I don't know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking
We
about
also
shooting
take a
first.
very
All I know is
movie-like
Indiana Jones, he
approach to
punches
things
people.
like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style.
You can leave that thought
We
in
use
the
a lot of
stars.
stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
Fight. What do you mean if I can keep up? We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss.
Also, can
He's this
we?
intensely
Can
psychological
I
man.
get an
He's
answer as to
obsessed
why
with
Machine
human
Games
mind
is so
and
fascinated with
He's highly
zombies?
intelligent
I mean, not
and the
zombies, but
perfect foil
Nazis.
for Indy. They're both brilliant.
I mean,
people,
granted, they're
compelled by
always the
passions
bad
and
guy in
obsessions,
their games,
but driven down
but
wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under Indy's skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
but y'all couldn't get Christoph Waltz.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle
They're
is
Swedish.
adventure first. But in every
So they might actually have a
there are
personal
always
stake
those
in this.
moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended
This
up
was
with
like
this
every
sort
time
of
we see a
hybrid
Nazi, we punch him.
experience that mixes melee
Fuck
combat,
those guys.
stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you.
Okay, I will give you this, Kev. You can use the whip to bring him close, but when he's close enough, I'm punching the motherfucker.
Okay, we can come to that. That's negotiable.
Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purpose as possible. We wanted.
What is that? The whip.
You can use it as a traversal
But
tool.
I'm waiting for them to say, but Indy's most
use it as a distraction.
impressive weapon, the one we've worked on the most,
And yes,
is
you
the
can absolutely
punch.
use it in combat. Everything you'd expect.
We've taken
This whip.
we've taken
And
pictures
hopefully
of
a little bit
every
more.
fist in the world to just craft the most amazing, beautiful
Spirit of discovery is so
five-finger
important
knuckle
to Indiana
sandwich.
Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them.
Wow,
Epic
Aka.
traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
I wonder how the
One
stunt
thing I
acting
love
goes with the
about our
whip
game
if
is
it was
the
a
level of
black stunt
interactivity
actor.
that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look,
Oh,
the more
yeah,
you
that'd be
discover.
funny. Whip.
But as Diagen points out, like, they're Swedish. Remember, we've established there's no white people in Northern Europe, so there's no black people in Northern Europe.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these roller coaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives.
Amazing ways to kill Nazis.
It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to show.
I mean, I'm not gonna be like. I'm not saying it doesn't. It's not a good idea to make an Indiana Jones game. I'm just bummed that it's not third person.
Yeah, that's the only issue I got.
Outside of that, it looks like okay, that looks fun. Like, especially with them using the whip to like distract people and then using the whip in takedowns. Like,
Todd Howard stole the golden monkey.
See, again, boo this man.
Okay, he does not look right without that hat on. Well, it's coming out this year, so.
Good chance probably just fall, whatever.
All right, we got 13 minutes. Oh, never mind. Sizzle reel time. I mean, well, it was going to be on Game Pass because they own Machine Games, so
yeah.
Take one.
Is it animals, children, and game developers?
What's Sony's big action adventure game this year? Damn, what is it? Because
is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech.
Fuck.
Core to the vision of
Maybe
our
a God
is our
of War?
philosophy of rule how you want to rule. Stay happy.
I'm trying to think. Maybe a God of War. Maybe a new Ratchet and Clank.
Is anchored in the world we build.
Well, no, it wouldn't be Ratchet and Clank because Spider-Man just came out.
Playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones.
What's Sucker Punch got working? What is Sucker Punch working on? Are they working on a sequel to Tsushima?
I mean, I haven't heard anything. I have not heard anything about that.
Wait, Naughty Dog shouldn't be working on Ratchet and Clank. That's Insomniac.
Yeah. Naughty Dog will be like an Uncharted or like a Last of Us.
And I doubt it's Rebirth because that's coming out like next month. Rebirth is next month.
Mm-hmm.
So that I would not. I wouldn't put that there. Well, I guess that's it. That's that. So let's switch over to this. Yeah, I don't think Ratchet and Clank will come out this year. Spider-Man just came out. Also, God of War did not come out this year. That was last. It didn't come out 2023. That was 2022, right?
Yeah, it was 2022. Yeah.
But yeah, everything is coming out in 2023. So yeah, we got Avowed coming out fall 2024, provided it doesn't get delayed. Hellblade 2, which is coming out in May, provided it doesn't get delayed. Nazi Punching Sim coming out 2024, provided it doesn't get delayed. It's Nazi. No, I'm sorry. I'm contractually obligated to say after this deal with Kev is a Nazi whipping and punching simulator coming out in 2024. But yeah, everything they announced was 2024. Look, I don't make the rules, Dajin. I had to concede something to Kev. He wants the whip, I want the punch. So it's a whipping punching simulator. Yeah, exactly. See, we can do both. I whip him close to me. I do. It's like it's the Scorpion, but in first person. I said, "Get over here," and then I punch him.
It's
several
like,
times.
Whip, punch.
It's like that little girl in that taco commercial comes with the Porque los dos.
We could do both. Both of them.
We can walk and chew bubblegum. We can whip and punch.
Exactly.
It's a theme for 2024. We can walk and chew bubblegum.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. We can do both. We could celebrate the making of a game by also booing the person who made it. Like I was doing. Boo, Todd! Boo!
Again, I don't understand what the beef is with Todd, but sure.
Oh, see, there is beef.
I enjoy Starfield. I don't know.
So, like I say, and I too have enjoyed Starfield. But boo this man.
Just gotta go.
But boo this man for the perk walls, and boo this man for all the empty planets, and boo this man, and boo this man for telling us that we need to get better PCs.
Okay, yeah, that's right. That was that. I forgot that. I keep forgetting about that one.
Right. So, like I say, we can love the game that the person made, but also boo the person who made it.
But DLSS did fix it.
Yes.
DLSS did kind of fix Starfield for me.
Yeah. So it's like
this is much better now. Thanks.
Right. But
the one time the gamers were right.
Right, but how long did it take to get to DLSS? How long? That's months. That's years in the game. That's years in gaming.
What was it, about 2 months? It was about 2 months.
Yeah, that could have been 2 years by now. People have been moved on by now.
October, November. No, 3 months. It was 3 months.
Yeah, that's a long time for you not to have DLSS support out of the box. Pal World has like literally has dubbed Pokemon with Guns, has DLSS support now, and the game is coming out tomorrow. There is no way.
Tekken 8 has DLSS support.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Granted, there is no way.
Granted, like Tekken 8 was just going to run great regardless, but
hey, of course. But then you're saying oh, we can't do it because of our deal with AMD, and AMD was like, now hold up, Playboy. We ain't said nothing. So don't be bringing us into this, all right? We got a deal, but that doesn't say you can't do DLSS or XEX, whatever Intel's got, but you can't.
Maybe it was just that.
Don't bring us into this.
Maybe somebody just misread the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what it was. So somebody just misread the contract.
I mean, that's fine if you're like a small indie, but you're also a big you're also a big studio that's bought out by a big boy publisher.
I mean, look, this is the first game they put out since that acquisition, right?
You could have had Uncle Phil read it. Be like, Uncle Phil, could you read this for me, please, and make sure that I'm good before I talk totally out of my butt cheeks. Like, geez of Louise. But yeah, there's smoke there. And there is booze there. May not be as much of others, but the boo is still there.
Starfield was started 8 years before DLSS was created, as many problems as that game had, while risk adding another headache at the last. I can see that.
I can see that.
Again,
just say that.
But wasn't FSR 2 in it?
Right. FSR was baked in from the beginning. You know, when you have a deal with somebody.
Well, not the beginning, because FSR also didn't exist before Starfield was started.
But it was in there.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's my point. Like, yes, FSR was in there. But
if that was the case, you could have been like, well, I mean, to be fair.
Well, maybe because it was an open source technology and they thought that hey, it would work with everything, and it didn't.
Right. You could, like I say, the truth makes sense if you tell it.
Yeah, I'm on your side. Like, it's a thing of like, yeah, AMD's technology, open source. They probably bought AMD devs in to kind of implement it.
Yeah, I get that. I acknowledge that and understand that. But don't be saying like, oh, well, see, we made a deal with AMD, so we can't really have the DLSS at the beginning. And it's like, AMD's like, we said none of that.
Yeah, that was like whoever said that was the gamer understanding of what that meant. And it's like, to where like every game was like, see, we told y'all, but AMD was like, no, but all of you are wrong. Even Bethesda's wrong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look, Microsoft did that because they saw how Redfall went down. They were like, "Yeah, nope, not again. We can't have this again."
Nah, we can't. Nah.
Like it was Microsoft looking at Starfield. It was like, "Yo, we have almost botched every fucking game we've put on the Xbox since the Series X and S release. We cannot afford another L. We can't." Like, it was saying like Forza was coming. Forza was going to be good. Granted, I've heard things to the contrary because I from those people who are deep into Forza, they were having issues. For me, it's like, as casual Forza racer, I'm having fun. But see, that's the thing. Yeah, you look at it as wasn't it just Halo Infinite? That's the thing. They only released Halo on this system, and that was a fuck up.
Yeah.
It did not release at launch, and when it eventually came out, it was like, oh my God, what is this?
Yeah.
Like that game was going through hell getting to release.
Yeah.
To where it's like they've only released Halo. We've not heard anything from the coalition with regards to Gears. Like Starfield, like and granted the console again 3 years old. Well, it's going to be it's 3 years old now.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's 2 years because you don't count a baby being born and it's 1.
Right. Yeah, it's about 2 years. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Gears is not in there. The coalition has not put out a Gears game on on Series X and S.
No.
The only developers who've done something has been 343 and Bethesda. And I will say not 3 years old, but in the 3 years of its existence of the systems, only Halo and Starfield have come out. And that's been everybody's problem. There have been other first-party titles only through extension of the other developers that Microsoft has acquired, but they weren't tentpoles like Halo, Starfield, Gears, the things you know. Well, you wouldn't really. Well, technically, you would know Bethesda as an Xbox studio, even though they made things for both consoles prior to it. But if you were sitting thinking about Elder Scrolls, you think about Fallout, you're thinking Xbox.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Forza is considered a tentpole. Like, Capcom put out Hi-Fi Rush. No, that was Tango Gameworks.
Yeah, it's Tango Gameworks. That was Evil Within. That was the Evil Within devs.
Yeah, like, I mean, sure, they had Hi-Fi Rush to kind of help keep things. Yeah, Forza carried the Xbox One. Those Horizon games were amazing.
Yes.
But there was no Horizon game that came out for the Series X. Well, there was one, but it was cross-gen. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them was a lot of the cross-gen stuff. It was never like, this is specifically for
and that was the too, like, even like Halo Infinite was series exclusive.
Yes.
Starfield was series exclusive.
Yes.
Those are the only 2 series exclusive games that came out that were supposed to be those tentpoles prior to, like, Forza. Forza is not going to hold up Xbox. It's not going to push Xbox sales like Halo and Starfield were supposed to. I missed the whole developer direct. Can we start over? No. It was really like an hour of.
Sure. Also, hello post.
It was an hour of sure, I guess. Cool. Games are coming out.
It was like, okay.
It's the one time where I felt somewhat underwhelmed by a thing, but also it's like underwhelmed for me. It's like just meh.
It was like, this is okay.
Yeah, like I'm not going to be like, oh my God, this was like an F. I'm giving this whole thing an F. Like, no, there were games I did not know about. I now know that. Oh,
sorry, Major. We forgot. There was a third series exclusive that we didn't really talk about.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No.
The game that will not be named.
Okay,
but we won't say
I make sure we were on the same page on that one. But no, I'm not talking about that one. Not talking about that one.
Yeah.
That one actively burnt the house down.
Yeah. It
This is why Microsoft was all hands on deck with Starfield. So look, we left the pot on over here and it burned the house down. We need to make sure over here everybody is in the kitchen watching this shit. Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm not railing against Microsoft. Like, yeah, most of their directs have been because again, what is Microsoft putting out other than like live service games? They're harping on Game Pass, and it seems like they're willing to let other people just make the games. They'll just sell you Game Pass and just call it a day. And that's fine. I do not care. My Xbox Series X is my multi-platform box. I don't really care for much of the games that come out on PS5. I would rather play the Xbox games than the PS5 games. So for me, like, it's whatever. But yeah, it's like you got people who are like, who go and watch these things and are like, oh my God, like, it's just another F. It's just so, like, they didn't wow me. Like, okay, but did you know these games were coming out? No? Then shut the fuck up.
Like, I'm literally...
I'm good here for new. There are new things. I did not know these things before. That's what excites me.
Like, I'm excited to see an Indiana Jones game being made instead of it being like vaporware and we never hear about it again. I'm happy. I'm happy to be fair, actually hear of it.
Starfield was going into that territory.
Like, I feel like old Toddy H would have like tried to make that happen.
Starfield was going in that category, and quite frankly, because they announced Starfield, if we felt Starfield was heading that way, think about Elder Scrolls 6, which was also announced the same time as Starfield.
Yeah. So like, Todd will get there eventually.
So speaking of Power, I can't believe I read an article yesterday. I think it was time is an illusion. Time is a flat disk. Time is a Rubik's Cube. Somebody, I think IGN wrote an article saying, no Power World is not a scam. And apparently it was, they wrote the article because in the FAQ for Power World, they had to write that it wasn't a scam. And I'm like, nobody in 2024, when they see a game is coming out on Game Pass, is thinking that this game is a scam. Maybe when it was first announced and people saw what looked like Pokemon with guns, at that time thought Power Worlds was a fucking scam. Because there's no way Nintendo would let this go through. But here we are. I still can't believe that shit. I gotta see it, and eventually I will. Eventually I'll get my Game Pass sub back.
Yeah. Consent. Yeah, because see, I thought it was with you with the whole like Pokemon with guns. But the more that I've like looked into it, the more that I've accessed it, and like seen like some of the early impressions. It's literally Ark with Pokemon. You know the game Ark?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, it's like
games I avoid.
Yeah, it's like that, but with Pokemon now. So it's like, you know how you be like, oh, I caught a T-Rex, and I caught a pterodactyl, and flying the pterodactyl around, and like I've caught a sleek tiger, and I'm roaming the lands with it. It's like that.
Well, that still sounds like Pokemon. It's just that when you use fly, you just teleport. It's supposed to actually fly.
It's like, oh no, you are legit flying with your Pokemon.
I mean, and also, doesn't Scarlet and Violet have a Pokemon that you literally ride on like a motorcycle?
Yeah, but this one actually, but now you can have a particular one that can shoot missiles.
Can we finally get Arc 2? I need to see Arc Vin Diesel.
Yeah, I need to see that too.
We need to see more Arc Vin Diesel, please and thank you.
Yeah. Game Freak missed out. You know what? They truly did.
I mean,
they truly did miss out.
Did they?
I think they did. Because that would have been look at somebody else taking Pokemon or something like Pokemon into a different direction that you will probably be too afraid to go.
I don't know if it's afraid, but they know. Again, remember, we are in 2024 trying to get tech companies to stay in their lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Pokemon and Game Freak should stay in theirs.
Except with the fact that they're like, let's make an open world Pokemon game that looks like garbage.
That's what, Kev. Now you know, and I'm sorry, you cannot say that when you played Pokemon, well, whatever your first Pokemon game was, you did not want an open world Pokemon, especially when RPGs got as big as they did.
See, when I was playing Pokemon, the technical limitations for Pokemon were noticeable, but the gameplay was good.
But when you play something like Final Fantasy, and you're like, yo, why can't we get like a Pokemon game on a console where we can get like Final Fantasy level shit?
I mean, that's cool, but I don't think the Game Freak I don't think Game Freak is the one that's going to be able to make it because they make it with limitations. You know, even though they kind of like took a risk, and the risk was Arceus, and Arceus was a good game, and then but Arceus was just the tech demo of what they tried to do on a bigger scale, but it didn't work out too well. Sword and Shield, I like say, even though I had a good time with Sword and Shield, I understood every bit of criticism that everybody had levied onto that game. I saw every bit of a problem, every bit of criticism, every bit of like every con, everything in the negative pile. I chose to not tap into it because I wanted to enjoy a Pokemon game on my Switch, and I enjoyed a Pokemon game on my Switch. But when I look, but it was still in that traditional, but had an area that was open enough for me to like peruse that, but it still maintained the overall Pokemon experience. It maintained the essence of Pokemon, and I enjoyed it for that. But I definitely understand what people like when you said like I hated XYZ Elemental P. I saw that, but I didn't matter because I enjoyed it.
Do you think that their issues with the restrictions were due to the console itself, though?
Yes.
I mean, look, we can sit there like we can rail against Game Freak all we want, but again, putting a game out on a 2017 console that was using a 2015 chip.
I'm sorry, it was using a NVIDIA Tegra chip.
So a 2015 chip and a 2017 console in 2024,
right?
Or 2020, whenever it came out,
right?
Like,
right.
You can't expect but so much.
I can only expect with so much, but at least don't go so impressive. To at least stick to a formula that works with the limitation of your hardware.
Look, some people just got to reach for the stars, man.
And fell.
Well, no, sorry. You reach for the moon.
On their ass.
You reach for the moon, and you fall upon the stars.
No, you reached for the moon and you fell upon your ass, because that's what happened. That's what was Scarlet and Violet. It looked like hot poo poo, and nobody can tell me different. Nobody can tell me different. At least, like Sword and Shield looks relatively like it, and then the wild area, that's when everything kind of looks a little but that's only a small section, or a say a smooth 40% of the game area.
All right, so let's put it like this. Do you think that they only did this shit because they still knew it was going to be fun for people to play at the end of the day?
And I'm like, and like I say, there's no knock, there's no T-shade.
I didn't hear the people who just so you clear. Didn't hear the answer. I think your noise gate cut off the answer.
Okay, repeat the question again so I can answer it.
Do you think that they went They went full steam ahead, knowing the technical limitations, because at the end of the day, people who were playing the game were still going to play it because it was fun.
Yes.
Okay. And then, like I think that's what I'm getting at. Where it's like, we looked at, because the argument I'm trying to make here is, in Sword and Shield, we had that wild area, and it was booty butt cheeks until you got out, and then things kind of smoothed itself out again. Arceus was kind of like, all right, once you're in an open area, it was booty butt cheeks until you got into a closed area.
Right.
I'm not sure. I have only heard anecdotally, and I've heard anecdotally from Arceus, and I've heard anecdotally from Scarlet and Violet, because I think, again, my videos or the comparisons I would see about it have not come through on my Plex server yet.
Okay.
Or it might. When did it come out? When did that game come out? That wasn't 2023, was it?
No.
Oh, then I have seen it and then they've forgotten about it. Never mind.
Yeah. We'll look that up.
But it's still anecdotal to where people who are like us, who will sit there and look at the performance of games. Yeah, so like people who are looking at the performance games are trying to be analytical about that stuff. It's, oh my God, this game stinks. Like it drops like 15 frames per second, drop 10 frames per second. Okay, but when the battle started, when you had your Pokemon and you sit and fight another Pokemon, were you not having fun? Were those elements not fun for you? Yeah. But it ran like booty, but were you not having fun?
Right.
And I think that's why they don't care about the performance, as long as the parts that you want to interact with were still fun to play.
Mm-hmm. Like I have enjoyed the older, like I like say, now that I have the Game Lad, it has allowed me to go back and play Pokemon games of an older, like I think I'm currently dabbling through Emerald, and so that was kind of fun to like revisit Pokemons that I've either never had a chance to play or didn't have the chance to play the GBA renditions of those games, and those games are fun with totally less. And I try not to like put my nostalgia glasses on and be like, well, this is the Pokemon that I remember playing, during, the long days and the bus rides and, the field trips and the car trips. But I also like, we're at a particular age and time when games at least got to try and look good and run particularly well. Now, I know some games can't run particularly well, but as long as they're fun and they have, good mechanics and stuff, that's fun. Like nobody's going to really care about the quality of like a Pikmin game if I can still throw my Pikmin at monsters and like, sell them and, take their parts and make more Pikmin out of it. Like, nobody's going to care about that. But I have seen very pretty and well-run games run on the Switch before, and then to see like Scarlet and Violet, how poor it ran, to the point it kind of took me out even watching other people play it, and then playing Sword and Shield and having that good time with it, knowing that it ran sometimes like butt, but I still enjoyed it because I was effectively playing the Pokemon game. So I see that option. I get that and acknowledge that. It's just somewhere where Scarlet and Violet hit me. It was like, oh, this is indeed, but
it's a thing of like, you expect something that Nintendo first party makes.
Right.
It should have that stamp of approval.
To have a little bit of that nice little stamp of quality, to have that little bit of extra zhuzh. Because even with like, say like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, having that big vast procedural world and knowing that, it can only do so much, it was still pretty to see that world running the way it ran and having the two distinct levels of the sky world and the underground running pretty well. And then you see Scarlet and Violet, and you're just like, oh. So yeah, it was kind of like, you know, in the vein of Pokemon, it was very disappointing. In the vein of like Pikmin, looked good. In the vein of like Legend of Zelda, looked great. But I just feel like when it comes to that Pokemon, it kind of let me down.
So would it be interesting to know that Game Freak actually isn't a developer owned by Nintendo?
I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but
so maybe they don't have the same people harping on them to do like, look, you saw how we made Zelda, make it like Zelda, or make it like Metroid, or make it like Mario. It's like, look, we just gotta make Pokemon. It is a money printing machine.
Right. It's
as long as they can move, as long as you move the stick and he moves.
As long as it doesn't break and we can fix the big bugs, it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, it's exactly what Merge said. It had the stamp of approval to make tons of money.
That was like, good enough. Like Ninja was like, look, good enough.
And you know, I cannot take it. And you know, I cannot take it away. I cannot take it away. I can't take it away from them. And you know, I wouldn't mind spinning the block for, you know, trying Arceus, like trying the Pokemon Legends Arceus games. But it's like that. It was that level of like, yeah, dog, this ain't it, my guy. You know,
maybe the rumors of the Switch 2 are true. Maybe there's something more powerful down the pipeline, whatever that is. I don't, it's not like Nvidia's made a new Tegra, but I don't know. AMD sure does seem to have these mobile chips.
That's what I'm like,
circulating around.
That's why I'm like screaming, dude, just put an APU in it.
Just
put an APU in it.
Is Nintendo moving to x86 architecture?
It'd be nice.
Will they give up ARM? I mean, look. We can look at Apple. Apple's being really successful making their own ARM chips. I don't think. No. You know what? No. Nintendo's going to move to x86.
Yeah, because it's
either that or they will sit there and use Snapdragon.
And you know what? Snapdragon would probably be an improvement.
I mean, well, it will be, especially because again, Nintendo is known for using off-the-shelf parts and not making custom silicon or custom parts for their systems. So, like, there's a chance. I mean, because I don't know if Tegra was ARM or not. I can't remember. I think it was. I would think they may stick. If Tegra is ARM, then I would say they would probably go to Snapdragon.
Yeah.
Was it Tegra X1?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it is an ARM. Is an ARM CPU? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an ARM chip.
I'm with Merge. I'm with Merge. Switch has been struggling.
So yeah,
with modern games.
Yeah, I would say that they will probably move over to Snapdragon.
Mm-hmm.
Probably put a Snapdragon chip in there so that way it's still ARM, that whatever they're developing for it will still, like, it can still be backwards compatible with whatever Switch games are already there. They don't have to do as much porting as they probably would if they went from ARM to x86.
Yeah. Maybe a nice little boost in, like, you know, visuals a little bit.
Oh yeah.
A smattering of alias thing will be nice. Smoother edges.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to kind of see where that goes. But yeah, I don't know how we got to Nintendo from an Xbox developer direct, but here we are. I'm gonna end this so I can try to get this at least encoded and out of the way.
Yes.
And make way for the proper Tech Talk Thursdays tonight, 8:00 p.m. right back here. We're coming right back here. I'll probably have a different shirt, one that is cleaner than this one. Because I meant to change the shirt and I forgot. As a matter of fact, the shirt is right here. I was gonna put another shirt on because I was doing some laundry, but I forgot to change it.
There you go.
Shut up, Pulse. No.
See, now you got a fresh shirt. No.
Shut up, no. Pulse. We're not doing this.
No. Pulse, no.
No. Bad Pulse. Bad. How dare you? How very dare.
Did you know?
I swear I'm going to ban that word in chat. Just to see, like, and every new one they come up, I'm gonna ban it too, just to see how creative him and Ruin can get.
All the spellings. Add that one on the list.
I just want to see how that's going to devolve into chaos in chat.
Yep.
But yeah, so this week on the show, I do want to make sure I mention that before we head up out of here. Of course, we've got more closings. We've got some Tekken stuff, some more Tekken stuff. On like more on the terms of diversity, equity, and inclusion within the Tekken team. And that's not it. But that's all I can think of right now. The list isn't here in front of me on this computer. It's still on my Mac, so I gotta bring that over. See, now that just looks like a password. That looks like somebody's fucking password. I'm just about to get hacked. But yeah, stay tuned, or not stay tuned, but come back 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, right on the channel once again for the official episode of Tech Talk Thursdays, where Kev will be joining me. Kev will be joining me as always, but we will have Sin, West Coast Merge, in the building as well. Oh yeah, I think there's some AI talk. Maybe, I think so. I know Anka has plenty to say about AI, but she's busy tonight, so she won't be joining us. Anka's got plenty to say about AI, and I cannot wait to hear her feelings on AI one day. But I'm rambling. I gotta see what my son is up to, see what everybody's up to, see if he needs help with his homework. Thank you again for tuning into this special stream. Really do appreciate it. Of course, you all could have been anywhere in the world watching any stream in the world. You could have been watching the developer direct yourself, but you said no, thank you. I'm only here for Avowed and whipping and punching Nazis. And the way y'all describe it was pretty much chef's kiss. And for that, I thank you. And all I've got to say to you wonderful people out there is I love you and peace.
You Bombay.
That's not your usual words.
That's for the night.